ये क्या शब्द है?
Hello.
I heard it. Hello.
Satish, can you hear me? Hello, Satish? Hello, Satish?
Hello.
Can you hear me, Satish? Hello, Satish?
Hello. Rocky.
Yes,
Satish.
Satish. Yes, Satish. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. So we will wait for another like 12 o'clock we said. So
No problem. We can wait.
2 to 3 minutes we'll wait and then we'll start.
Yeah. No problem. More the merrier.
Fine, fine, fine. Fine. Hello. Ah, ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ಟೇನು ನಾನು ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆಯ್ತು. ಈಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಂದಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ಬೇಕು ತಡಿ, 15 ಬಂದ, 10 ಮಂದಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಮಂದಿ ನಾವೇ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 10 ಮಂದಿ ಬಂದಾರ ಅಂತ 10 ಮಂದಿ. ಆಯ್ತು ಫೈನ್ ಬಾಯ್. ಆಯ್ತು. ಸಂಗಮೇಶ್. ಹಲೋ.
Hello.
Sanmesh, only Rocky and me should be on unmuted. Rest all will be muted. If they have any question,
I made you as a host, sir. So you
fine,
only can make. So that control is in your hand only, I believe.
fine. I will do that. So rest all
Okay.
who have any questions, they will post into chat bot.
Okay.
Rocky?
Yes,
Yeah,
Satish.
yeah, you can start now, like around 60 plus students that joined actually. So
Okay. Yeah, I see people are joining. So if need be, we can wait for another 5 minutes because the participants are increasing. So
yeah, fine,
I do not want someone to miss any part.
fine. Rocky, can you start now?
Yeah, sure. Sure. Uh, so guys, good evening. I'm sorry, good afternoon. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody is able to hear me well. I can't see anybody. So if there is any challenges in terms of you guys hearing me, please do put in the chat. Please do put in the information in the chat box. I can stop, and in case you have any doubts, you can put it in the chat box there, and possibly we can have a probably a 1 or 2 minute session at the end of at the end of my conversation. Okay, so once again, good afternoon everybody. I hope everybody is doing fine. uh, it's great to know that everybody is interested to learn about technology, to learn about new things which is coming up in the market. uh, it really speaks volumes about the interest that all you guys have in terms of your career, in terms of your life, and in terms of your aspirations. So I'm really glad that everybody has joined this webinar today. So to start off, my name is Rocky. I handle marketing and customer engagement with Pragyan. I come with about 12 years of industry experience. I have worked with companies like Hewlett Packard, White Hat Junior, Topper Technology, JP Morgan Chase, and I've also worked with the different partners like Nike, Levi's, Yellow Messenger. So these are a couple of companies that I've been associated with. So I've interacted with all these guys, with technology, trying to innovate, bring in new things into the market. So that is in a nutshell about my experience. Uh, so there is an agenda behind my conversation today, right? So my agenda behind today's session, right, conducting today's session, is to basically generate awareness, right? I want you all to understand the technology revolution which is happening now. When I say technology revolution, the revolution is more in terms of artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, big data. So there is a massive shift which is happening in the market out there, right? So the idea here is that I want, or rather we want, Pragyan wants the students to have the right skills, right? So it is fantastic that we've put in our heart and soul into learning engineering, and we go and learn BTech in computer science, we do in information technology, we do MCA. It is all fantastic. Now the question here is that enough, right? That is something that we all should ask. Now that is something that I want to answer today. That is the awareness that I want to bring into you all today. Okay, now if I talk about artificial intelligence, right? So that is our core product. So we have our training modules around artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data. So now the importance is so relevant that I did mention a company, about a company called Yellow Messenger, right? I want you guys to open your phone, right? Possibly not now, because you might get bumped out of Zoom. Not now. I want you to use your phone sometime later, right? And I want you to do a Google search about Yellow Messenger. Okay, that is one of the companies. I also want you to go ahead and Google about different companies which are providing products around artificial intelligence, machine learning. You will see them all doing incredibly well. We can talk about, when we had this pandemic, when the entire world shut down, we know about companies which are providing artificial intelligence uh, who got funded. When I say who got funded, they got funded big, right? A lot of money. Now, when they get funded with a lot of money, what are they going to do with it? They're going to use it for expansion. They're going to invest in their people. They're going to invest in technology. Now, what does that mean? That means more opportunities. Is that I hope it's making sense to you all, right? So I want you all to see the bigger picture out there, right? Where is people spending? Where are companies investing their money? So they are investing their money around artificial intelligence. I could hear some static. I think someone is off mute. Uh, okay. There is someone called SS. Okay, right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what I wanted to say is that uh, the companies and the businesses, right? The investors, the businesses, they are investing around artificial intelligence. Companies are developing their products, and there are companies who needs their product. So we constantly have conversations around this. We always have webinars around this. Now, each and every company out there, right? I'm talking about SMBs, large enterprises. All these companies are trying to adapt, or rather bring in artificial intelligence to their business. Now, why are they doing that? Because there is a big market out there. They want to expand their business, right? They want to expand their business. They want to bring in a new product, and they want to bring in a new product backed up with data. Artificial intelligence, it is just not, it is backed up with data. That is the best part. So large organizations can take decisions based on data, which is very important, right? They're going to spend millions and millions of dollars. So they want a data backed decision, right? So that is in terms of, I would say, artificial intelligence, and what is the relevance out there. Now who are we? I'm sure you guys will be curious to know what is Pragyan all about. How are they skilled to teach us? How do they know, right? So Pragyan is so we are an alumni of IITs, IIM, MIT, and other top institutes of the world, right? So that is our core foundation. That's whom we are. And our founding members uh, have their hands-on experience working in companies like Intel, Google, Oracle. They've got experience developing products with them. They've got experience in you know doing different projects which has got patented. Now, I'm sure you guys know about our CEO, who's Satish. Satish is one of the members who was a part of a project which got patented, right? It was a semiconductor project. So that's whom we are, right? So we have, I would say, just not me, the team itself. They've got their hands-on experience interacting with a larger audience, and the team knows what is out there, what is required. How should we upskill yourselves, right? It is just not by reading something. I mean, it is fantastic that you guys are studying in a fantastic college, and I really have a lot of I would say appreciation for the faculties and the support staff out there who helped us to do the session. And they actually put in a lot of effort to ensure that you're coming up to speed, right? They want you all to do well, and we want you all to do better, right? So that is in terms of how it is going on out there. Now, apart from all this, we have also mentored multiple startups. Satish himself, founding member of multiple startups. We have helped developing projects for startups, develop products, and also get funded for these startups. So when you say funding, you're talking about $5 million, $10 million, say 50 crores, 100 crores, and so on. Now, if you see another aspect of it, why are we why are we talking about all this? Why are we talking about all this? Why do you think uh, uh, what do you think Pragyan is different from rest of it out there? Now, Pragyan is what you learn from college is theoretical. You're reading it, you're learning it off a book. It is theoretical. But what we want you all to learn is hands-on experience, right? We want you all to have a first-hand experience of how it is going to be in a corporate. We want you all to learn the technology. We want you all to get into developing products even before you getting into a job. We're going to help you crack an interview, right? How many times have you heard this? Helping you crack an interview. There are jargons that you use in interview. There are things that they would ask you in an interview. We're going to help you with that, right? We have a lot of competition, right? Everybody has their products. Now, I would say, if you talk about our competition, there is somebody called Intellipath, Great Learning, uh, Knowledge Hut. I worked in all these places. I work very closely with Intellipath. I work very close with the Knowledge Hut. In fact, the CEO of Knowledge Hut is a LinkedIn contact of mine, Subramaniam. Okay. Now, I know that these guys, so they have fantastic products. There is no question about it. But is that enough? By you joining a course which is 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs, is that going to be enough for you to get into a right job? Or the question is, by completing your engineering, will you get a job? You all live with aspirations, right? When we are young, we want to go to a good school. We want to go to a good college. Why? We want a good job, right? You want to earn well, you want to take care of the family. Your parents have spent their hard earned money all their life investing on you, right? So we want to equip you, right? We want you all to I would say, I want you all to understand that it is always better to learn when you're young, and we will help you to understand. We will help you all to get into a good job after your college. And a lot of jobs are open out there on artificial intelligence, machine learning, and big data. When I say this, I want you to trust me out here. I see a lot of engineering students completing their engineering and going for a 10,000 rupees job, for a 15,000 job. We are guaranteeing you that you have to have the trust in us. You have to learn, you have to do our projects, you have to put your heart and soul in the course. And I am talking about we helping you to get into a job which pays you nothing less than 40 to 50,000 rupees. And 40 to 50,000 rupees for a first job is fantastic. And I'm not talking about a tier 4 company. I'm talking about tier 2 companies and tier 1 companies, big companies, massive companies who've got funding, who would not really hire and fire staff, right? So you all have to go the extra mile, right? I know you all are studying, but is that good enough? You can if you want, probably you want, we can have a mock interview for the 8 semesters. Is that good enough? Sometimes you guys, you have to go the extra mile, guys. Very important, very, very important in your life. You all are young, you all have the ability to learn, and it is always important that you learn it when you're young. Now, I want you all to I wanted to share one story. Now, I did tell you all that I was a part of this company called as White Hat Junior and Topper Technologies, right? Now we have the company is all about teaching coding to students, right? Right from 6 years all the way to 16 years. So will you believe a 6-year-old or a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old kid, a 8-year-old kid can actually do coding, right? They have products for 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 14-year-old. They have classes which is around artificial intelligence and machine learning and big data. They have a 144 class module which teaches everything about coding, which gets into artificial intelligence and big data. So you by the time you guys complete your engineering, say you're 21 or you're 22, we have a 16-year-old, 17-year-old who already knows about all of this. So what is your competition? You're competing about with someone who's like, say, 6-7 years younger to you and who already knows about it. So guys, I'm sure that you guys will you have a lot of aspiration. So I want you all to come up to speed and do the right thing. Okay. By no means I want you all to, this is not something that I'm saying for you all to join the course. I want you all to do the right thing for your future. Okay. That is now, what are we offering? Like I said, we are offering a course. I would say you might find it very similar to what has already been offered out there. But how are we different? Right? So our courses are designed in such a way so that we have live sessions. These are all not pre-recorded session. You'll have somebody standing in front of you and talking to you about the session. Somebody will be clearing the doubt. This is not a recorded session. This is not a YouTube session. We're going to give you recorded sessions as well. In case you missed out on something, probably you want to go back and hear the session once again. We're going to give you access to that as well. We're going to give you study materials, books, discussion forums. We're going to give you internships. None of these companies out there give internship, guys. They all want you all to join, right? Trust me when I'm talking about this. I by no mean I'm talking bad about my competitors. They are fantastic. But do they provide internship? Absolutely not. Nobody does it. Do they give you live projects? Maybe yes, one or two live projects. But is it going to help you? That's a no. Now we are aligned with companies. So to give you a few names out there, we are aligned with companies like Cognizant. We are aligned with Wipro. We work with the operations managers out there, and we know how they hire, and we know what candidates they want. So one of the reason why we actually started this is because they wanted the right candidates. So we told them, yes, we've got the students, but right now they don't have the skill because they're out of college. So the company said, you train them, you teach them what we need, and we'll hire them. So that's where we actually came up with this brilliant idea, right? So apart from this, so I said we have the internship and the mock interviews. Now, by the end of all this, right, we are ensuring that you guys are getting hired. And what is the cost for this? We are not charging something exorbitant. We do not want you all to pay 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs. We want you all to start off by paying a small registration fee. That is what we charge. I do not want you all to think that, okay, this guy is talking about all this and okay, finally gonna say, okay, you give me 5 lakhs and you guys can come and enroll in the class. No, that's not what we want to do. We are investing our time in you. And what do we need in return? We need your commitment. We need your commitment. We want you all to be open to learn. We want you all to ask us questions. Bombard us with questions as much as you can. Okay? For what? For you all to get the right job, for you all to get the right future. And trust me when I'm saying this, 5 years, 10 years down the lane, it is only, even now, it is only about, uh, artificial intelligence and machine learning and, all the technologies out there. And the future is only about that. And you're not going to learn it now. Trust me, guys, you guys will be outrun by someone else. And, it is always better to be early. That's what my boss says. If you want to do the right thing, do the right thing at the right time. But there is never a wrong time. You can do it today. There's nothing wrong about it. Okay. Now, I do not want to discuss about the technology because that is not really my forte. I've got Satish on the call. I thank you so much for, I know it has been a one-sided Gyan session. I really thank you all so much to uh, for hearing me out completely, right? I wish you all the very best. Please listen through to Satish's session completely. It is gonna really help you all. Okay, trust me when I'm saying this. I've been there, I've sat there, I know how it feels, right? But trust me when I'm saying this, this is going to help you all. Okay, we're gonna ensure that you guys are having the right tools and the right framework to get into the job, and we will ensure that is done. That is what we promise, that is what I promise. Okay, so thank you once again. Satish, you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Thank
Thank,
you, Rocky. So I will continue.
sure, over to you, Satish. Thank you so much.
So, good afternoon, everyone. So now you heard about importance of AI, data science, and everybody is saying that future is with the AI, with the data science. Somebody who knows the data science or AI getting a lot of high-paying jobs and something. But the question arises actually, why data science? So why they are saying? Are they saying something just hypothetically saying that like, okay, this is a future and everybody has to learn and they have to sell their training program then go on? Or there is something really inside AI or data science which was not there earlier technology, and it will be the future, and this it will create huge kind of jobs across all business verticals. I'm saying across all business verticals means across all. It may be in, if you are interested in politics, still you need to know data science. If you are interested in betting or like online business, something that, so then you should, if you are interested in pure research, then the data science AI is there. If you are interested in something like a civil, mechanical, so everywhere data science is entering. So why? It's like first question is actually, okay, so much hype about data science and AI. What exactly is the data science and AI? So just I wanted to just briefly touch about in a normal or like layman kind of terms, what exactly is a data science? Data science has two terms. One is what is meant by data, and what is meant by science. So we already know that like what exactly means the science. Science is something that like I don't wanted to go the Wikipedia kind of definition like intellectual, practical activity, so something like that. But science is in a single terms. If I have to say, some kind of like whatever you are seeing around the world, like planet is planet system, or like a neutron, electrons, like fan, electricity, everything. Like, so whatever you see around the world, you can systematically, you can prove or show that this is the right thing. So some kind of a experiment or some kind of a method you will use to say that like this is there. Like, so we cannot say something like uh, art is something that like I will say something imaginary, hypothetical. Science is something that like anything what you are trying to say, you should have to have a justification, either through some kind of a experiment, either through mathematical equations like mathematical induction, or some kind of a experiments what you can do like solar systems, or like animals, like hybrid animals, like you can fuse two different animals and then create a hybrid animal, something like that. Like, or else like you can justify with something like a philosophy. So philosophy is something that like our gurus used to say, like Basavana used to say, kaya kave kailasa. What is meant by kaya kave kailasa? Work is worship. What is meant by worship? Worship means like doesn't mean that like you have to go around a temple and say Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, something. So worship is actually why he called Kaya Kave Kailasa is work is worship. So means like, see, for example, the what is the God's why we believe in the God? God thinks like every time whenever we are in trouble or like we need a food or something, God will take care of it. So how they will take care of it? Like, so everybody is saying that like Om Namah Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, nobody is doing any work, then how it will survive? So Basavana says Kaya Kave Kailasa means like somebody who will do some kind of activities for social good, so that like though the things will live. Like, for example, if I'm training you people, like, so if I'm training you people and you are getting a job, so what I'm trying to do while running a startup, so I will create a lot of jobs, and I will create a lot of I will pay a lot of people, and I will train people who will get a job in other place, and then they'll feed something. So what I'm trying to do, I'm doing my work actually. I'm doing my work and I'm helping the people to live their life. So this is called the worship. So Kaya Kave Kailasa means like it doesn't mean that like we just, so this is also one form of a worship. So means like if you do your own work in a more effective way, then you are doing worship. So that is what is a philosophy. It means like philosophically we can also prove. Like so, or else like something another concept called like kai kasaradre bhai musur. Means like it is a philosophy. But like it is a insight. It is a knowledge actually. What is meant by kai kasaradre bhai musur? Means like so you have to go inside and you have to learn. Like so what is that means actually? Like if you wanted to get a job or if you wanted to get something, you should be doing hand dirty. Means like you should be working on that. You should be developing on that. You should be learning something. So, for example, if I have to say that, like, why I say Kaya Keve Kailasa, like, so then you take how I will justify, okay, one philosophical way I can justify, or like I can justify using the data also. Like, for example, somebody, see, if I have to justify the same thing using the data, like, for example, like somebody who has done like internship with a company and somebody who completed 4 projects, mini projects, somebody who has written 50,000 lines of code, and what kind of job he gets. Like I will take a statistics of like I will do a survey of 100 students and say that like somebody who's learned a data science, somebody who doesn't learn data science, somebody who build 3 projects, somebody who's done 1 project, then we'll see that like who got a good job, who doesn't got a good job. So then what is it that somebody who done a lot of coding, somebody who's done internship, somebody who's learned advanced skill sets like data science and AI got a good job and they are getting like at least 30%, 40% more than the salary than the other people. So what that means actually, like what is that like Kahe Kahe Kailasam? It's like you do your hand dirty and you start learning and you building something and then you will reap the reward of that actually. So you can justify things using the philosophy. You can justify things using the mathematics. You can justify things using the experiment. And now the data science is actually all about justifying things like using a data. So it's like I'm using a data, using the data insights. What I'm trying to do is extracting some kind of a key insights from the data, some patterns from the data, and then I'm trying to justify it. Because for example, if I have to say if I have to say that like where exactly I have to start a shop, like if I'm trying to start a coffee day shop actually in one place. So how should like so can I do something randomly? I can open a shop anywhere, or else like I should do some kind of a survey. So who are my customers? What they look for and where they live. And if I do a survey, like if I get all those data, like okay, my customers are like mid-class kind of people who are college going school students with a rich kind of a environment, something, then where is that in that area? So much like what I'm trying to do, I'm collecting all those data, I'm collecting relevant data and all those data and extracting the information and then taking a decision. So why I'm saying this is actually like, so the data science is very core to the business. So when you say any decisions, any business which is success or not success depends on the data and what insights you get from the data, then the person will spend a lot of money for those kind of skill sets. Like for example, if somebody who say that like I have like a lot of money, I will open a coffee day or some Starbucks, which is rich kind of people. So it can be any places, then he will get failed. So that is why. So what I am trying to say is actually that the data science gives that leverages. Data science is actually is another kind of a science where you are trying to prove anything, any concept, any theory, any fundamental, any insights with the data. So we are trying to justify. We are not doing the experiments that's like a scientific experiment, or we are not proving something using a mathematical induction, but are not philosophical. But like in data science, lot of things what we do is actually we prove by the data. We get insights from the data and we prove by the data. But this is the crux of it, actually. I don't go inside all the definitions like what is the data science or like when it is evolved. So the core thing about data science is 3 things. One is the machine learning. One is the uh, subject matter experts, that is a domain knowledge. Another is a statistical and mathematical kind of things, and another one is a coding skills actually. So something like hacking skill is a coding skill actually, like what we learn in the programming skills and all those things, like they call it a hacking skill, but that's a coding skill. Mathematics and statistics and subject matter experts. Why the subject matter experts means like, so data science is applicable for every domain. So for example, if you wanted to apply a data science in a retail business or e-commerce business, so you should know what is my e-commerce business. So what is meant by basket size? What is so you should know some kind of a domain knowledge, and you should also know mathematics and statistics, and we should also know some kind of a programming skills like Python and the visualization tool, data visualization tools. So what we are trying to, how we are trying to address this is actually for domain knowledges, like we have something like around 100 plus case studies. Like, so we will cover 20 plus case studies, and there are 100 plus case studies are there. You can go through that. So each case studies will cover certain kind of domain. Like one case study is like something like, if I say that like finding like the basket size or customer churning, then it is all about the market, the retail industry. So we divided in terms of case studies on healthcare, case studies on finance, case studies on retail, case studies on logistic and transport, case studies on agri-tech case studies, and so much. Like we divided like around 10 to 15 kind of domains, and across all domains we covered the case studies. So the case studies gives some kind of a domain knowledge, and also like, so while solving the case studies, we'll also using this something like a programming language like Python and do data visualization, and also you should be knowing about the statistics. So our course covers these actually, like whatever is essential for the data science, so that we will cover actually. So then I will skip this actually. So you maybe saw this actually, like data sciences of 21st century, lucrative job and all those things. Like I don't go into that. So just I wanted to highlight why exactly we say that like it is the 21st century, why it will generate more and more. There is a demand and supply gap actually. Like see, last year also like around 1.5 lakhs kind of jobs are still vacant in a data science and AI. So because the thing is like a lot of people are coming with the data science, like this, they spend 1 month or like 1 or 2 modules or 1 or 2 case studies, but they're coming up. But thing is like they don't get the right people who can deliver something. So they can complete some model, I'll build some models, or like build some AI models, like develop something. So they are lacking it. They know some basics here and there, but they are not able to. But because of that, like there is lot of jobs are vacant, and they are high paying jobs actually, like though that I don't go in, because maybe you heard about by this time. So but the fundamental thing what I wanted to say is actually like why data science, no? So you maybe heard about the computer science, no? So earlier like people used to say that like, why computer science, why not electronics, why not something? So how should we prove that? Like, so for example, if you want to say that like, why computer science, why not the other branch, or like something like you take the case like what kind of jobs are created more in India. So you take that like, so okay, around 1,000 people are studied, like 100 people computer science, electronics, mechanical, civil and all those things. And after 2 years down, then what kind of domain they are working. Are they working in the software, they're working in respective domain? Then you see it actually, like then you come to know that like what are those jobs available. And even though they spend 4 years on something, but they have to migrate into learn something which is computer science something. So same thing will happen in a data science and AI. By if you are not learning now, maybe after 1 year or 2 years you will be forced to learn that actually. And what happens actually if you are learning after 1 year, 2 years down the line the data science and AI, because it is adopted in every domain. It is whether it is a chemical, it is a drug discovery, hospitals, biology, science, agriculture, betting, politics, it is applied everywhere. If you are not learning now, you are enforced to learn after a few years, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, depends on that actually. You have, because this is a core, because this becoming a core of any business, so that you will be learning. So and that is how we can prove that. So you can do that statistics. So using the data science, like you can create a statistics of all those people who join and when they are learning. And if you learn after 5 years or 4 years, there's somebody who's already learning and he already become experts, actually he'll outsmart you. So if, because in India, like see, because of the pandemic, you know that like you are working from home, so anybody can participate in the job. So it is not that like you have to be there Bangalore to get a job, or like you have to be there in US to get a job. If you are a skill, then if you have a skill, you can get a job anywhere, you can work from anywhere. So that model will come in later on. But like, so no whole world is the market, and they can get resources from everywhere. And if you are not learning, and some other persons like 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard people are learning, and they are practicing and doing a lot of projects there, then you are outsmarted by them. So what happens actually, that they will be competing, because this is an open world and competitive world. So that is what, like why I said like computer science, like how the computer science, like everybody has to get, because every business, IT has touched to every business. every business become a online. So same thing everywhere we will be adopting data science and AI. So if see, yes, no, I cannot say that like something that like even the education, because of the pandemic, everything came in online. So it is all the softwares actually. So the thing is like the way forward is the data science and AI. But if you say that like, okay, I don't want it to learn, it's fine. But like somebody who's learning will be outsmarting you. And the things what I say is no, the businesses doesn't bother about you. Businesses bothers actually. I wanted a right skill set. For example, what is the business looks like? IT businesses, like there is a two kind of businesses. One is like I will get a skilled resources and supply to another person. That is called trading the skill resources. Another one is the building the products. So I can build a product and sell the product. So even if I'm see, first one is also is like I'm trading supplying the resources to the person who is building the software. But ultimately, like you have to have a skill set to build a software. You have to have a see. I cannot say that like I know theoretically a lot of things like but I don't know how to apply that and build a solutions. So then because finally like even if you are like joining a service based company, but like finally they will be giving supplying that resources to someone else who will building the software. So that is what is there. And what happens actually, like if you are not skilled, if you are not well, so what maximum, like if I'm a product company, what I exactly look for? I want a faster kind of development. I want less cost. I want best solutions and a best brains. And I don't bother because say, for example, if somebody is not that much skilled and he takes like 1 year down the line to build something, and if somebody is building in the 2 months or 3 months actually, then the company can do a business for 7 months or like remaining 9 months actually. They can generate a lot of revenue. So that is what the mindset of a business person. Business person always wants like faster kind of things and something. And now think about when the resources are available. So many institutes are available. They are teaching training in the data science and AI. And more or less like a lot of people are learning that. And if you are lagging behind, saying that like you are not learning, okay, I don't want, like I understood everything in the computer science, that is enough, then you will be outsmarted in not now, maybe after 2 years, after 3 years, you will be outsmarted. See, that is where the IT industry is like, it is always evolving, always learning. And data science and AI is a future. And if you are not doing now, you have to do, you will be forced to learn in sometimes. So that is the thing. So, 1 minute. So I hope I make sense actually. Like for example, if you take, if you still doubt that like this change happens, like you already saw that like how IT has changed. No, so earlier like we used to use the postcards to do something. No, all email came. So now email also getting changed actually. Like no, Google has implemented like Gmail. Like you see in downside, like I will check it out. I'll see it is. I mean I'm on it actually. Like what is that actually? This email, the AI is reading this email and also replying it, like creating a reply for that. So the see earlier like the innovation is actually like from postcard to the email. So now emails are adding AI. When you add a AI to that, like that becomes more smarter actually. They are helping you to type the sentences. They are helping you to respond effectively. Because see, if you don't even though you don't have a lot of time, actually just you click something that like it understood and conveyed the what information you wanted. I will join the meeting. I don't want to join the meeting. I will defer the meeting. Something that like you wanted to, but like you are, so you just open the email and just click that, and it will you pass that information because other person is not waiting for you. So that how that like email are getting changed. So AI is entering into everything. So now we take about the earlier thing. We used to whenever we wanted to read something, we used to go to the library and read. No, if we wanted to know something, no, we will be googling it actually because now going the book and understanding and then finding the right book and understanding it is much more easier for me to google it and understand, get that information and move on. So there is a change, no shift is happened because of the computers actually. Like now this is how the Google search engine works actually. Like so, user will query and all those things. I don't go inside actually because he will query and it will store those informations, like each information, what kind of content it has, what kind of topic it covers, and based on your query, then it will search and it will post that which link or which PDF or which image you should be looking into. So that is. But what is important here is like now Google is started optimizing their search. Optimizing their search means like what kind of search you have done, what kind of person you are, what kind of location you are based on. So for example, if I search something like a taxi or like I wanted to go to a movie, based on which location it will say that like which is a relevant nearby malls are there. Or like if they know further about your movies, then if you know that like you are looking for a horror kind of movies or like a thrilling kind of movies, then it will also suggest actually which theater you should go. It's like, so now the search is becoming more and more short. How it is happening? This is all because of the data science and AI. So they're adding into that. Like, so what I'm trying to say is actually the things are moving ahead. So earlier, like all the books, actually libraries, then the internet has changed the disrupted the world, and then AI is entering into. So AI and the data science is optimizing much more further. They're trying to understand you and serve better. So they are personalizing you. So they're based on your requirement, based on something. So they are personalizing and helping you. And so see, for example, assume that like Google has done this search engine, but other companies say that like I don't want to adopt data science. I wanted to give the basic search. So which customer will look into? Customer, see, he will give 10 response, maybe 10 or 20 responses. I have to go through each movie theaters and then see that like where exactly horror movie is there. Then so I have to spend a lot of time to go each movie and see that like which is the recent movies running there in that mall, and then so why? So the Google is like, no, then I will search in the Google. No, it helps me to decide very fast. So that is what the AI and data science is bringing into. And see, companies like they will lose it actually. Like, so another example, like outdoor games earlier we used to do, now all online games. Okay, that is there. But what exactly data science is coming? So they are trying to, for example, which games you have looked into, which games you played into, which game. So based on that, like it says actually which games you should be buying. So, and where exactly those stores are there where you can buy it, or like online platforms are there. So that is how that like they're optimizing and they're reducing, they're making sure that like you spend less and less time on searching, and then because they understand about you and then personalizing about you. So that is where the data science and AI is coming, and everywhere. Like, so earlier this was the online games and all list will be there, but now this is more personalized. So that is how the AI and data science is improving. So they are personalizing and giving and suggesting you. So another example is actually like, so if you look actually somebody who's watching some TV serial, and if you missed actually like what they should, earlier days they have to wait for repeat telecast of that what is called scene or like whatever the session or like episode. But now I can watch directly. So if I miss some say, episode, then I can watch it is available in online. So what is the further thing? So what they are trying to actually, they know that like which episodes you look into, which TV serials you will, then they will pop up that actually. They will notify you like when you go on that platform, that only those episodes will be available first. So that is how they are personalizing. So no need to search actually. So here in this case, here you have to search actually and find out, and then you have to watch that. But here in this case, like it will be easily, it will be something like it will be already available. So something that like that. This is a Facebook thing. So this is a Facebook they are recommending. So based on where you go and all those things, they are recommending you. So this is Starbucks. So even the Starbucks is a coffee day. They are seeing what kind of person, what kind of coffee he looks for, what is his behavior and other things, and then customizing. So no need to go there and say that like I want a cappuccino every time. So even if you go once Starbucks actually, then you purchase some kind of a coffee. Then if you go any other places and if you know there this person is the same person, they can straightaway say, do you want a coffee, something like. Then what happens actually? They will feel that, oh, this person knows me, and then the connect will happen. So that is how the data science and AI is happening. Because whenever you go somewhere else, like somebody greets with what you want, actually, like, you know, if somebody says, I know you, and something like we have from same place or we load something, then you connect very well. No, so that is how the data science they are using to understand the person and connect with the person, the customer, and then sell them more. So see, even you can say that like Starbucks is like something like a traditional coffee company, but still they are using data science. Like so, this is a Facebook anyhow, like Facebook, and these are the where places like where recommendation engine will be. So what is this called? Is called recommendation engine. So we will study in machine learning actually what is meant by recommendation engine, how it works, and how to develop those recommendation engine for movies, recommendation engine for fan connects, recommendation engine for the travel, lot more. Like recommendation engine can be anything. So somebody who traveled, or like somebody who purchased this laptop also purchased something XYZ, like a smartphone, like a USB key or something, that like that's all the recommendation engine. So these are the companies like Facebook, LinkedIn is actually like, okay, you two belongs to the same college, then can you connect this person, or like you both belongs to the same company, so can you connect with that person. So friend recommendations or something, connect recommendations. So the recommendation engines, like, so see, you see that, like, see, if we look the spectrum, so Amazon is the e-commerce company, Walmart is something like traditional retail company, Facebook is a social networking, and Netflix is a movie. So this is retail big sales. So something like, you can see that the AI or data science is connecting with a lot of different companies, domains. So, and so this is the example of recommendation engine in the healthcare. So it understands what kind of it reads your electronic health records and understands what kind of disease you have, what kind of medicines it works for you, and all those things. Based on that, like, it will suggest actually. So because now what happens actually, like, because of wrong medicines or wrong kind of drugs, actually you should not get something reactions. So avoids that reaction is possible. And based on your health disease or something, that it will recommend you where exactly you have to go, or what kind of disease or what kind of specialist you have to go. So many things are there in the, like, in healthcare, like data science and AI is changing the way you search. Like earlier, like we used to search, how we used to search the doctors. Oh, somebody says, okay, I am getting some pain in head, okay, I will go for neurologist, something. So no, it understands your health record, it understands your symptoms, and then correctly says, oh, no, don't go here, you go with this specialist doctor, because it looks like that specialist doctor can cure you. So but what happens actually, like, instead of going to one person, then paying 1,000, and then coming back, and then another one person, then coming back 1,000, then finally you landing. But what happens, like, you have taken so much unwanted kind of drugs, and then the reaction of that, and then something. So instead of that, like, you straight away it will give you the recommendations and the best specialist you can go, then you can get treated very fast. So, and you will show the money. So why, if the platform which will, the booking platform, it includes the data science and AI, I will be using that, because at least, like, I will be saving 5, 10,000, 1,000, or maybe 500 on an average if I opt to use this platform. So that is how the data science and AI is used in different verticals. So I will stop here. Like, okay, one more thing which I wanted to share is decision making actually. Like, so data science is even used in a decision making. So what is meant by decision makings? Like, so you maybe heard about a lot of people's like MBAs, the people with IIMs MBAs, or like Harvard MBAs, they paid very high. So why they pay very high? So they are the guys who knows how to make a decision effectively. So they know that, like, what kind of scenarios, what kind of decisions they have to take. So how they'll do, so they used to analyze the data, they used to analyze the chart, and they used to analyze it, they take a decision. So now all these MBA colleges, actually, if you look at, actually data science is added as a core curriculum. Why? Because if you are trying to do marketing, so then data science you have to use there. How? So which channel? Marketing is like digital marketing, online marketing, social media marketing. So which channel marketing I'm getting more conversion? Like, for example, if I say that, like, I'm do TV advertisement, the conversion means, like, after giving advertisement, how much revenue improved. So this data, when we collect all this data and then take a decision, so that is called data-based decision driving. So now they're using data science and in a decision making, not only in marketing, it is in the finance, stock market prediction, it is in the balance sheets, like predicting the balance sheet, like, so, and optimizing the operations, and in the strategy everywhere. Like, so in the data science is entered even in the, like, so every aspects of the MBA. So in marketing, in finance, in HR, in operations, in something like so. And this becomes another the course curriculum in MBA. So earlier, like if you think about like IoT is one another technology, but IoT is not introduced in some kind of colleges. So, but data science is like, if you look actually data science, like recently, like most of the companies, institutes and companies are started training in the data science area, because it has a vast kind of opportunities, and it can enter into any domain. Like medical people also need to learn the data science and AI, because now radiology, analyzing the images and everything. So even veterinary people has to know the data science and AI, even MBA people has to know. And so if you see after a few more years, actually like one kind of curriculum will be introduced in different in logistic and companies, in airlines, in retail. So it can be entered. It's like, so since it is used in multiple domains, and there will be some kind of course or curriculum to introduce this in those domains, those even the streams, like even veterinary person has to learn some kind of, like this will become. But like in abroad, in the top universities in abroad, actually they already introduce these kind of courses. So let me, okay, so this is a betting thing, so I'll skip this. So this is all about the data science and AI. Let me tell about our program. So I will just sip into, if you want to see some kind of AI, how AI is changing the world. So this is the one thing you can look into. So AI.
Hey guys, it's Dan here from Table Tennis Daily. I mean,
how AI is disturbing the almost like, see now we create, this is a machine is playing the table tennis with the person. So it, see, it not only the machine understands the rules of the table tennis, and also knows actually which direction it has to throw and how to play everything. So the companies, like the big countries, are using these machines to train the people who are playing that table tennis. Because so now what happens actually, like, so we can instead of like whenever we wanted to play or like learn something, like we have to play with other person, no. So now these robotics also becomes another person, or the coach, or like who can train the sports person. So now what happens actually, the country who invested in that will be winning a lot of gold medal in the Olympics or other sports, because they will be rigorously training that person, the sports person, to how to play effectively. So this is how, this is one. So like this is not only one actually. Like if you see, there are so many other players. See now, this is the other thing. Like the AI, it is completely generated by AI. So it the speech of politician person is completely written by AI. The script is written by AI, and it also knows actually how exactly it talks. Like, so if you see which word he uses, what kind of words is that, like it is completely created. So the speech is created for them.
Donating to the problem.
So it knows how the body gestures of the person there, what kind of words he uses, where he pauses. So then based on that, like a video is created. This is
done what they don't know, what they don't know, that the assumption that we don't know, that the best members of the prison, and there's supposed to be a lot of them, to be a little bit, because I don't want it.
So exactly. So,
I don't want to be
the thing is like, so this is one area. So even this is a craft actually. It can create a scene. So AI is entering the territory which is not even the software like earlier was entered into. So I will stop here and let me like cover like any questions so far. Anybody have any questions? Okay, so I will just cover how our curriculum looks like. So if you look our curriculum, like, so we will be teaching like initially 6 months and then 6 month internship plus training. So, and what is our assurance is actually like, we won't be charging you initially. We will be charging only when if you got a job. and we will be covering what are essential for data science. Like for example, in stage 1, we will be covering the database, SQL, NoSQL databases, and also we will be covering a refreshing about what is meant by programming, how to write a program, what kind of tools, IDEs, and all those things we will be. And then we will move on to data science. So we will be covering about Python, NumPys, Pandas, Skype, something. And then we will be covering extensio about the statistics. Actually, statistics is the foundation I told you. So statistics is the foundation for data science actually. So we will be covering in depth of the statistics. And then we will be taking some kind of a test like how good you are in data structure algorithm, because this keep on happening. So this we will keep on testing, because this is also for data structure algorithm and Python programming skills are, these are foundations actually. So we will be keep on testing your skill set, how you are performing in this space. So then the stage 3 is actually like we will be covering something like a business intelligence, what means by BA. So Power BI, Tableau, and Goa. See, one thing is like, even if you learn one tool like Tableau or Power BI or Google, even if you learn one tool also you'll get a job. But we don't want to take that things, because we will be get paid only when if you get a job, correct? So we wanted to train in the foundation, even if the foundations like you have to spend some time in about explaining about the programming and Python, and even like how to write algorithm or something, like we'll spend some time over there, and SQLs and something. And also we are spending time on the data science, and also we are teaching a lot of tools which are hot in the market. Like so Tableau also like generates a lot of jobs, Power BI also there, Google Studio. So we teach that all three. And apart from that, so the stage, if you look, the stage 4, the machine learning. So we will teach about what is exactly the machine learning means by, there is a 3 courses are there: foundation course and the intermediate course and the advanced course actually we will teach. So there is a data science job, and there is a BA kind of jobs, and there is a machine learning kind of jobs, like 3 kind of jobs we will be training for you. And then we will be then we will be moving on to machine learning advanced, and then we will be giving an internship. Then we will be the we will be teaching about the advanced concepts like AutoML. So the Azure has Google, all these things like the advanced tools are there. Even if you know these tools, and if you have done some kind of projects on AutoML or like a RL kind of reinforced learning, you will be getting, like you will be sought after. Like so people will ready to pay any kind of salary. So if you are good in these kind of things, like I said, AutoML, like reinforced learning, time series or recommendation engine association, these models, if you are good in that actually, so they will be ready to pay whatever the salary. If the companies comes to know that like this person has done a lot of case studies, he understand what exactly time series means by recommendation engine there. So I showed about Facebook recommendation and Netflix recommendation engine. I showed about a lot of like e-commerce like Amazon does this. So recommendation engine and the time series and association rule is actually that is used in the retail actually, like somebody who purchased a banana also purchased some cherry or something like that. So they will use this information is how to bundle the packages, how to bundle, what kind of offers or coupon has to give. So these kind of like, so this directly impacts the business of a company. So they wanted the people who learn this technology. So and they wanted to enhance their business. No, so they're ready to pay any kind of salary. And time series is actually like something like a stock market prediction and all those things. Like so you predict the stock market, you predict the betting, which horse will win and all those things. So this is also huge kind of. So somebody who has good knowledge on these kind of skill sets, they are ready to pay. So it is not that like just a job. If you are very good in there, like they will be ready to pick. Like we know the people with 1 year, 2 years kind of experience, they got like around 20 lakhs actually. So 3 or 4 years kind of experience, people got something like 35 to 40 lakhs. So that is the market is there. Like if you learn things and not the theoretical way, but practically, you know how to implement them, how to apply that into different domains. So that is the reason we have a lot of case studies to showcase actually how to do the prediction of stock, how to do prediction of electricity consumptions, like different domains. Like so when you know those things, like you can ask for the demand. You can, if you're not able to demand in the first year, maybe you can demand in the second year, saying that like I know these things, like because that is what is happened. The person who got initially 1 year, he was working for 8 lakhs. but the second year he was expecting 16 lakhs, and company paid 16 lakhs, but some other person paid around 20 lakhs. He went to there. So that is what is happening in this domain actually. So this live case, I'm not telling that theoretical case are like unwanted cases, but these are live cases what we know, because we were also have some kind of a staffing company where we place the people into some companies. Like, so whatever he asked for, we gave that offer letter, like 16 lakhs he asked for, because his earlier salary was 8 lakhs. So 16 lakhs we gave the offer, but still that guy doesn't join because he got another offer at 20 lakhs. So this is what, and then we will move on to the advanced AI kind of concepts like deep learning and computer vision. We spend a lot of, and deep learning computer vision is like something like very, very core of AI. So then we will be doing the placements. So this is all about our course structure. So deep learning and NLP is the last thing model. And if you look at actually, like we divide into 4 sectors. One is foundation data science, another is the BA, deep learning and NLP. So why we are teaching 4? So there are a lot of jobs in each vectors, but possibilities, like if you know a lot of things, like you will be getting more high paying jobs. And we want you people to get high paying jobs, not like the normal jobs, and very core kind of a jobs, and you get well paid. Not only like these skills will help not only now, it will help in your next 10 years or 20 years. So you can ask the questions now. So I'm done with that actually. So any questions you have? See, one key thing what we are promising you is, we won't be charging you unless until you get a good job. So you start paying us only when you get a good job. But only thing what we are expecting from you is actually commitment. You go through the course, you understand the course, you do the practices, you do the projects, you do the case studies, and we make sure that you get very good jobs and you have a very stable jobs in your future. And it's like company should be sought after you. That is what our aim. We already have like some kind of a requirements of close to 5,000 to 6,000 requirements. People, the companies from us train at least 6 to 7,000 kind of students in the data science. Uh, they they are actually looking for those kind of skill sets actually, and companies want the right students, and they are ready to pay the good salary. And Okay, so if you don't have any questions, then we will stop here. And if you have any questions, you connect Mallikarjun. You can also mail us actually. And if you wanted to know further, let us mail. So thank you for your time and wish you best.